Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Storm and I am going to be your instructor for this course. This is Computer Programming 1. This course is intended for students who have never done anything related to computer programming before and they want to learn how to write computer applications. If you've done a little block-based programming like using Scratch or something like that, that will help you. It's also good for you to have a little bit of math knowledge as well. Just simple arithmetic, algebra, that kind of stuff is really helpful for this course. But this is really intended to be a very entry-level basic course, your first step in computer programming. Now, this course is going to teach you how to use a programming language called C#. There are reasons why I chose C# for this course, and you'll see why when we get into the content. This is a 16-week course. This is a semester class. So this class is half of a school year. If you are interested and you are excited about the things you learn in this course, there is a second computer programming class that I teach, aptly named Computer Programming 2, which takes the things you learn from this course and it applies it to game development using Unity. So you write scripts for video games and actually make video games behave the way you want them to, using the stuff you learned from this class. So it's a really exciting, really fun class, but you need to know all of this stuff before you can do that. Don't worry, we're actually going to have fun in this class too. We're going to build some really cool stuff. So I'm excited to get started. This is one of my favorite classes to teach. So in this video, I just want to actually show you how to turn in your assignments, how to navigate the Canvas course, how to figure out what you're supposed to be working on, things like that. So if we look here, we have our main page. Now, you click this link to get to this video. So you should already be here. Over here on the left, we have Home, Modules, and Grades. Home is this page here. Modules is going to show you a list of all the content you need to complete in the class in the order that you need to complete it. So if you just want to jump directly to something, you can click Modules and scroll down to it and click on it. Grades will show you your grades as of that moment in this class. Over here on the right, we have a to-do list. Now this to-do list it's a great tool to keep yourself organized. But what I've seen a lot of students doing is I've seen them come over here and go, okay, I haven't completed the disclosure quiz. Let's go ahead and click on it. That way I can work on the assignment. That is a no-no. That's not how it works. Okay. This is just a list to keep you organized. If you click these links, it takes you to the submissions details page and it doesn't give you any instruction on how to complete that assignment properly. So don't click any of the links here. Okay. Just use this as a list to keep yourself organized. Down here, you have this link that you clicked. Right next to it, we have the classroom live stream. This link will take you to a Google Meets meeting, which will allow you to sign into the class, even if you're not in the class at that moment. If you're learning online, you can click on that link and it'll allow you to join the class. If you're in another campus and I'm not there directly with you for you to ask questions, but you want to ask questions, you want to help, you want my help to try to troubleshoot a problem that you're having, you can join that link. You can click on that link and join that class as well so that you can ask me questions directly. Or you can always send me emails as well. Down here we have this section. Now this says term 3. This may be different depending on when you're watching this video. This will say either term 1 or term 3 or term 2 or term 4, whatever. Okay, but these should be the same. We have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, and then weeks 7 and 8, which my face is covering up those weeks. Now what these do, this is basically your roadmap through the course, right? Every week you're going to have some content to complete, something to do, something to turn in. Most weeks, it's a quiz on Canvas and some kind of programming assignment that you have to turn in using a different system, which I will show you how to do. So let's take a look at what one of these weeks looks like. And this is how you're going to access your content to figure out, what you're supposed to be doing. So let's click on the first week. Now, this first week is going to have a video, which is going to describe exactly what you're supposed to be doing. These videos are usually about 2 or 3 minutes long, and they just kind of show you how to get through the content for that week. Then you have the What Am I Learning, which will explain exactly what you're supposed to be learning. Why am I learning this, right? Which is going to explain why it's important that you learn this stuff. How will I prove I've learned this, which will tell you what you need to do in order to prove to me and to you that you're ready to move on to the next week. Below that, we have something called the order of operations. This is basically the things that I want you to do in the order that I need you to do them in, okay? So a lot of students, what they do, especially if they get a week or two behind, they'll come into a week and they'll go, look, I just need to get the assignment done. Let me go straight to the assignment and try to turn that in. They get confused. They're not quite sure what they're doing. They throw something together. They get some points on it, but it's not enough to bring their grade up, okay? If you stay with the schedule and you stay with the order that I'm giving you this content, you'll easily be able to do all the work without needing really much help from me at all, okay? So let's read all of the articles that I give you, watch all the videos that I produce for you, and then you'll easily be able to complete your work on your own. So the first thing in this order of operations for this first week is called class orientation. When you click on that link, it takes you directly to this page. Now this page is going to have a video. In the video, we're going to go through a slideshow presentation. Now down here, I've also embedded the slideshow presentation, but you'll notice that I can't actually see this content. This may happen to you. If it does, all you have to do is click authorize. That's going to link your Google account to your Canvas account and allow you to access things from Google Drive. When you click authorize, it'll allow you to actually view that content. Now at the bottom of every page, we have this link here to take you back to the home page for the week. When you click on that link, it'll take you back to this page for week 1. When you get done with a week's worth of content, you can click go back to the course homepage, which will take you back to this homepage. Okay, pretty simple. Now let's talk about how to complete our work and turn in our assignments. I want to talk to you about the integrated development environment that we are going to use in this class called Replit, REPL.IT. Now, I'm going to go into much more detail about this system whenever we start working on these assignments, but I just wanted you to take a look at it and see how it works. So the first thing you're going to want to do here is either log in or sign up. If you have already built a Replit account for one of my other courses or just on your own, then you can use that account. I would prefer that you use an account that's tied to your Utah Military Academy email address. That way everything's professional and above board. I'm going to click login because I already have an account. And I'm going to click this Google button because I signed in with my Google account. Okay. So now once you've created an account and you've logged in, you can see that there is, this is what Replit looks like. Now they're going to try to advertise stuff to you. They're going to try to sell you their big plans or whatever. We only need a free account for this project, for this course. We do not need to spend money for their hacker plan or whatever it is, right? Don't spend money on this class. All right, now when you create an account, they're going to ask you a bunch of new questions. Just click through those questions. It doesn't really matter your answers for those. You just got to get through those so that you can start building some applications. All right, now let's say I want to work on a new project. I'm going to click this new REPL button. I will pick C# because that is the language for this class. And we will we want to give this thing a name. We want to give all of our projects a name so that we can remember what they are. And I'm just going to say example. And I will click Create REPL. Okay, so now this has built a code starter. Basically, this is a starter application for C# for the language that I chose. Now, don't freak out if you see this and you're like, whoa, this is way too advanced. I have no idea what any of this stuff means. Don't worry. In the next couple of weeks, you're going to be learning about what everything in here means and how to use it. You'll be an expert in a couple of weeks, I promise. This will not scare you after the first couple of lessons. But this is what we're going to use to write all of our code. You can run your code and see what the output is, to see what the result is. Basically, this application just puts the words hello world onto the screen. Now, let's say I'm happy with this. This is what I want. I want to turn this in, okay? Here's how you're going to turn in your work to me. You're going to go to share, and then you are going to come down here to this link so that you can invite me to see your projects, all right? And you're going to click copy. That is going to allow you to copy that link onto your clipboard. When you come back over here to Canvas, let's find an assignment so we can turn this link in. So let's say week 2, we're going to learn how to create our first application in C#. Perfect. So that's the Hello World assignment. All right. In this assignment, it's due January 28th. Now these due dates are going to be different, okay, depending on when you're watching this video. It says to submit, I need to submit a website URL or a file upload. I'm going to show you how to do both. All right. The website URL is the easiest one, so I'm going to show you that first. So website URL. I need to write a statement that prints hello world onto the screen and then all this other stuff. I've only done the first one, so I'm only going to get a couple of points for this assignment. You guys will get full points because you're going to do the rest. I've only done the first thing. Down here is a rubric that tells me exactly how many points I'm going to get for each of the items that I'm looking for here. So for example, because I've written one line of text on the screen and not 2, I'll probably get 5 points. Yeah, I'll get 5 points on this assignment, on this 20-point assignment. All right, so I'm going to click Submit Assignment. Down here, I have some options. I have File Upload or Website URL. I'm going to click Website URL, and I'm going to paste that URL into the website URL submission. So I'm going to submit there. That is how you're going to submit your work for this course. Now, the great thing about Replit is you can use it from any computer. Chromebooks, Windows computers, Mac computers, it does not matter what computer you're using. You can use Replit on that computer. As long as you have an internet connection, you can use Replit, okay? So we don't need to download and install any kind of special software for this class. Now, one thing, sorry, my dog is snoring. It's distracting me. Really quickly, I want to show you how to turn in your assignments if you want to turn in just the file itself. This is a more complicated process. Some students like to do it this way. Others just like to submit the link. So very quickly, I'm going to show you how to turn in your assignments as a file. So over here, you have your File Explorer in Replit, okay? This main.cs, this is the file that we want to turn in. But unfortunately, it won't just let us download that file itself. I can't just right-click and download. So what I have to do is I have to actually download this entire folder as a zip file. Now, zip files are compressed files. Compressed files are, they're a bit difficult to use if you've never used compressed files before. And the computers in the computer lab will have, it'll look different when you open a zip file on your computer. You'll see a blue minus button called extract, labeled extract. You'll want to click that file or that button there. I'm going to click extract all. Now you have to extract your files in order to use them or to turn them in. So I'm going to extract mine to, sure, I'll extract mine to my download/example file. I'll do that. Okay, so now I have this file. It is not inside of a zip folder anymore. And I can tell because I don't have the extract compress folder tools open. It's not there anymore, right? So this file can now actually be turned in. So I can go over here to Canvas. I can resubmit my assignment. This time I'm going to turn in an actual file. I'm going to choose my file. It's in my downloads folder, in my example folder, and in my main.cs file. So I'm going to click open and then turn that in. So there's 2 ways you can turn in your work in this class. Whichever way you want to use, it's completely up to you, okay? All right, that's about it. Please let me know if you have any questions or if any of this is too confusing. The more you do this, the more it's going to get, it's going to become second nature. I just wanted you to see how you're supposed to work through the course. It's really important that you follow the schedule. So it's really important that you go week by week and don't try to jump around. Don't try to, skip to week 4 if you haven't done weeks 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Let's make sure that we're staying in order. All right. That's it for me. Thanks for paying attention. And I'm looking forward to this semester. It's going to be fun.